dear members of teaching and non-teaching staff, students of undergraduate courses, postgraduate courses, NCC cadets, volunteers from NSS, Red Cross, trainees of JKCs and other student support services, press, electronic media and elite of the town of Rajahmundry. A very good evening to all of you. At the outset, I wish you all a happy Republic Day on the occasion of the 70th Republic Day celebrations. After receiving independence from British clutches on 15th August 1947, Constituent Assembly was formed to create its own constitution under the President. One of the most important and crucial committee is drafting committee, which was chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, met for the first time in the New Delhi on 9th December 1946 in the Constitution Hall. The committee finally met on and affixed their signatures on the of any country on the earth. The drafting committee took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to suitable items from them. The Constitution of India is the supreme law democratic fundamental political code, structure, procedures, powers and duties of government. It was adopted by the Constituent Assembly in India on 26th November 1949. Replaced the Government of India Act 1935 as the country's fundamental governing document, and India became the Republic, assuring its citizens justice, equality and liberty, and endeavors. Indian National Congress called for the complete independence, that is Purna Swaraj. We deserve to congratulate ourselves at the place at which the Indian economy is zooming to be the dominant. The credit goes to our dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the center, and back at the state level in the field of higher education, we are into a knowledge hub by 2030. We should strive hard to create skilled Andhra Pradesh, important assets of our country. Ours will be the youngest nation by 2024. Students should work with on this occasion to banish these anti-social elements from the campus and the image of this legendary institution to international heights. In the area of academics, I am putting in my best efforts to focus mainly on enrichment of a curriculum, teaching learning processes, infrastructure and research in the and students. These are some of the noteworthy achievements that we should note down. We have made under different based on the stakeholders' feedback has been done. Presently running 39 UG programs and 9 PG programs are started during the last 2 years. And new programs introduced, new interdisciplinary courses introduced, mandatory certificate courses introduced as a part of a certificate course at the for the vertical mobility. Integration of the cross-cutting intellectual property rights and environment and information technology policy, student admission policy, student attendance policy, student progression policy, student discipline policy and examination policy, and the stakeholders. Attainment of these outcomes are evaluated by mapping by last 5 years. 218 working days, including examination days in a year. 75% is dedicated to the curriculum and co-curricular activities. And 15% is extracurricular and extension activities. And 10 full-time teachers are working in this institution, out of which 31 PhDs and 19 MPhils, and more than student learning abilities are also assessed, and slow learners are identified and conducting bridge courses, remedial projects, study projects, add-on courses, certificate courses, skill development courses. At the innovation and creativity interactive for the experiential and participative learning. Community service is also made part of learning. And we have the 40:60 continuous internal assessment and curricular activities made a part of evaluation. Transparent mechanism in examination related grievances. Moderation committee for paper setting and analyzed and placed on our website. Admission process made online and very transparent. And we have at present 22 researchers to mentor-mentee system in force at the rate of 1:25. Our teachers acting as mentors, and they give complete content for close monitoring. And at the research level and innovation extension, and we have appropriate policy mechanisms are evolved, research policy, consult. 8 startups under Center for Innovations and Incubation and Entrepreneurship, and 8 startups have been incubated and they are in process. Responsibility is one of our core value of our institution, ISR. If you come to the and indoor Center, international collaboration is there with under renewable energy, research and education with the Center of University of Lewis Valley, United States of America, and Twilight and for LED lamps from Rappachota, our core level and vertical mobility level to the students. And nanoscience and crystal growth research laboratory by introducing the field-based projects, surveys, field visits, interaction with experts and scientists. And publication contribute to neighborhood areas, that is lab to field, lab to school, teaching at social welfare hostels, and 5 villages have been adopted by our NSS 5 teams, and out of which the 3 villages are declared ODF. And 40%, and rallies, awareness programs through cultural shows, surveys have been conducted, and students have collected responsibility. If come to infrastructure and learning facilities, we have evolved strategic planning and deployment documents and standard operating. All our classrooms are ICT enabled, and ICT enabled infrastructure evolved, 5 virtual classrooms, 3 digital classrooms, and 32 e-class students and for the public, and the lessons will be recorded and will be kept as a Wi-Fi enabled under CC surveillance. And this campus is a smart campus. And our library is high, and the digital library facilities provided to our students, and reprographic facilities available at the for the students all the time. And InfluMnet software had to be digitalized, and some of the books are kept in the website. And the infrastructure facility of open gym, and national and international awards to many of our students got in sports and games, and certificate course. And if you come to the student support and progression, the student progression policy is evolved, and student council mechanism is there. The student discipline, and as a student council, the members, they supervise the works under the of the mentors, conducts all events, and organize health and administrative committees. And we have the strong alumni association, which is registered. They participate and contributes to the development of the institution. They have for a process for different labeled students, and summer research fellowships on sites and projects also they have sponsored, and purchase of equipment and material policy is also have evolved, and the governance policies also we are following under the government of Andhra Pradesh. Well organized and distribution of responsibilities ensured. College has well defined policies. Statutory bodies, we are having 4 college planning and development council. A decentralized, the administration is completely decentralized, and the delegation of powers, and 70 staff as members. Student handbook is published annually. Different welfare schemes for the staff and students are also for evolved. The all are worth of 2 lakhs per annum. Poor Students Aid Fund is in process as a best practice, and Cooperative Credit Society for the staff, and other available to the faculty. The mechanism to evaluate performance of teaching and non-teaching staff is also there. established a mechanism for institutional audit by and RUSA, etc. And innovation best practices, if you come to that. And we are celebrating the missions. Quiz, elocution, essay writing competitions, and guest lectures also conducted. Transparency in admission to ensure safety and security. The entire campus is under the security measures by 24/7. Through seminars, rallies, guest lectures, self-defense training, team visits to the campus, CC cameras, complaint boxes, clean and green, clean and social like early marriages, and these kind of programs also we have conducted through gender sensitivity, and e-waste management is through APTS, and solid and liquid waste management through we have evolved. Rainwater harvesting pits are also digged as cycles, and Swachh Kalashala, and this college has received Swachh Kalashala award by the government of Andhra Pradesh during the year 2018. Office automation, dynamic college website, this is www.gcrjy.ac.in. 360 degrees virtual tour under Google, vermicompost unit setup, camp LED bulbs in all the four blocks and hostels, college dispensary, the health center, and provision of special amenity scripts, special arrangements at toilets and taps. In-road across the campus and cement flooring, RO plants are placed. Botanical garden, shade net, herbal medicinal plants are also is one of the highlight of our institution. Solar plant is instituted. International conference conducted during the year 17-18 on research, renewable energy, research and education in collaboration with the top ranking one and analyst users under the InfilmNet. And we have renovated all the laboratories and renovated the PG block and college canteen, and we have separate waiting halls for this. And 80% of these students come from underprivileged sections and living below poverty line. To make the college ragging free and to boost up all the key places of the institution. And also the vision and mission and core values are also placed in the campuses. Already submitted SSR for NAC third cycle, and DVV was already over, and students as direct stakeholders have a vital role to play during NAC assessment. They should provoke to them in the college. Student satisfaction survey and students' interaction with the NAC team play key role in activities pertaining to NAC and prove their discipline, enthusiasm, and commitment towards their alma mater. I once again, and all the stakeholders, including the people's representatives, CPDC, alumni,